How's everyone doing? Let's see. All right, let me adjust the elephant in the room. I know what I look like. I look like Suge Knight if you manage the Hot Topic. Nah, fuck this up. You know, I used to, the punchline for that joke used to be Spencer, and you still not that way. It's fucking funny.
Stop playing with my pieces, bitch!
Oh, wait, no, on the camera. Make sure you're on the camera. This is gonna make a great take. No, I'll take it. Oh, this doesn't count, right? This doesn't count. All right, cool. Anyway, so that joke used to end with Spencer's, but because Amazon killed them all in the street, you guys don't know that. There it is. Thank you. We were talking about weed earlier, right? Yo, so I'm glad marijuana is legal in New York City. Let's give it up for that real quick. I'm happy legalization happened in my 30s compared to my 20s. Because can we all agree our 30s are like our 20s but with money? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And the other reason why I appreciate it, because like I said, I was broke in my 20s. So like, I would go to we would like go and like buy weed together and then go get really, really stoned, and I would need to get on the bus or the train. And I was like, hey guys, can you help me get on the train? Can I get a few bucks? But instead of giving me money or swiping me on, they would just give me more weed instead. And you don't know, it's fucking annoying. It's like, well, bro, what am I supposed to do with this? Go to the bus driver and say, hey, listen, I don't have any money, but I'm at least $40 worth of high. Can I have a transfer?
That works!
I would say though, I don't enjoy getting high with my white friends. I think they kind of ruin the vibe a little bit. Only because like they just ask me dumb questions, like questions that black people don't ask each other. You know what I mean? Like I had this white buddy come up to me the other day. He's like, yo Anthony, what would you do if someone pulled a gun out on you? Like what would you do? And I'm like, I don't know, my nigga, become a reason to march? Oh, it's okay, guys. You guys pull way back, like, oh. Just do me a favor, if I do die, just don't put me on those ghetto-ass clouds, that's all I ask. You know what I mean, that's really That's funny. Oh man, let's see, what else did I do today? We're talking about homeless people, right? I stopped a hate crime the other day. Alright, thank you. You know what's funny, some people don't often cheer right away. There's always no, for real. There's always like this awkward silence, and I feel like collectively they have more questions. You know what I mean? Like you shot the hate crime man, Anthony. Like what else? So let's get into it. So I was on my way to the train station, right? When I got down to the platform, this homeless man was assaulting this Asian couple. So I intervened. And I didn't do it for any praise, even though thank you guys, you gave me plenty. I really appreciate that. Usually zero. I'm telling you, it's none. Like this is the part for another joke, and I'm like, don't know what to do, so I'm stalling. I did it to show the Asian people that not everybody hates them. Just the homeless. You know what I mean? I'm glad you guys don't have trouble laughing at that. Some people do, and I'm like, I don't know why. They're outside. They're not here. You know what I mean? You know they're not. Like if you ask our host, they're probably in their van by choice. Oh man, I had a buddy the other day try to convince me porn was fake. Yeah, like I give a fuck. Yeah, I don't care either. It's funny because like wrestling is just as fake, right? If not faker. And I don't know about you guys, but my orgasm's the same. I come just as hard to wrestling. It's pretty, like I don't really see you know what I mean? It's interesting. I will say this though, I do feel like I'm watching too much anime porn. Yeah, hentai for the connoisseur. There's like 5 people not looking at me right now. There's only 10 of us in here, my nigga, like, look at me. Now, the reason why I feel like I'm watching too much anime porn is because women with lazy eyes are sexy to me now. No, yeah, no, for real. No, No, for real. Like, I need a woman with an eye so lazy Republicans are visibly upset. You know what I mean? Like, if you can only stare down your nose, I'm trying to see where this goes. No, it's a problem. There's this woman in my building. She's like a Dominican Ashley Graham, and her eye's so lazy, Republicans want to cut funding to it. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. And I watched her come downstairs in front of the building this morning, right? And I watched her roll a blunt from start to finish. And I gotta say, I came harder than I did when I watched wrestling, guys. It was fucking crazy. Oh, man. I learned something about myself also since we're talking about dating and stuff and sex. I realized that I like dating suicidal girls. Yeah, no, for real. Because I realized something. The pussy's limited edition. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then also it's like a built-in abortion. It's like 2 for 1 at Applebee's. No plan B. I don't have to waste the money at all. Actually, you know what's funny? I remember the first time I gave a woman plan B. Like we were like, we don't want this, right? She was like, yeah. So we went and paid like $40 for it. And later on that night, after she took it, she came to me. She's like, babe, my stomach's hurting. And I was like, that's okay, my love. That's just the baby dying. Listen, I was living on my sister's couch. You don't want couch babies. You don't want that at all. Oh man, but like we watched a lot of. I love that relationship. Like it was sad that it ended. We were always chilled a bunch. Like we watched a lot of Netflix. We watched so much Netflix that we basically finished it any given day. You know, I mean, you ever been to the last page of Netflix? It's dark, bro. There's nothing there. So that's why I was happy when I started to watch the Dahmer documentary. It finally came out. Like it was like, oh, cool, something finally to watch. You know, if you don't know the story, because I'm not enunciating apparently. If you don't know the story, he basically he ate black men and black boys. Like if he had a food baby, he was definitely a baby. You know what I mean? And if you think about it, he gave new term to the meaning black of the berry, the sweet of the juice. That was a black dad laugh. That was the blackest dad laugh. Oh man. So I got invited to my first podcast. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, it's funny. It was so whenever I do that joke where I do the hate crime joke, so people don't cheer for that and people cheer for that. Really, you guys cheered right away and gave me like kind of like, okay, that's cool. You golf clapped it up. So yeah, I'll just get into it. So I left after 2 minutes. I'm glad you guys didn't cheer at all. No, for real. Like no, it's just full of red flags. Like I got there and the host was like, hey Anthony, listen, I have hyper-conservative values, but I also live in the projects. How does that make you feel?
How does that work?
I don't know. Like you lack self-awareness, my nigga? You know what I mean? Like you don't know what an oxymoron is at all. He was like, well, that's all right. How would you define classism then, Anthony? And I thought about it for a second. I was like, well, I'm not arguing with the motherfucker in the project, so I left. No, for real. Thank you. This is gonna be a great take, guys. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why they invited me. Like I'm still trying to figure it out. Cause we only talked on the phone, right? So I guess it's because of how white my voice sounds. No, because I sound so white. I get it. I sound so white that if you heard me say the N-word from around the corner, then you saw me like, good, you got him. You know what I'm saying? Like I sound so white, you might have thought I was a black Republican. You know what I mean? No, it sucks. You know what it is where your body says black.com, but your voice says Candace Owens podcast, guys? You know what it is? Going through life, sounding like Tom Hanks, but looking like Suge Knight. Humanity is a fucking hot topic. My name is Anthony Vines, guys.
Anthony Vines, everybody.